Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in life when silence is no longer just golden, it's necessary. Necessary for survival, necessary for clarity, necessary for your next move. I'm not talking about the silence of defeat or the quiet of cowardice. I'm talking about the strategic silence, the kind of silence that saves your energy for battles that actually matter. It's the silence that lets you breathe. And sometimes to get there, you've got to cut all ties to the noise that's pulling you away from your purpose. Silence is one of the most misunderstood virtues in today's world. In a society that often equates noise with power and constant chatter with influence, silence is mistakenly seen as weakness. But true strength lies in the ability to stay silent when everything around you demands a reaction. Silence isn't about avoiding conflict or being passive. It's about choosing your battles wisely, conserving your energy, and holding your ground when chaos is pulling at you from all sides. Think about the strongest forces in nature, the stillness of a mountain, the quiet strength of a tree, standing tall through storms, or the unyielding power of the ocean's depths. These forces aren't loud, yet they possess an undeniable, immovable strength. In the same way, silence allows you to stand firm, unshaken by the noise of the world. It is in silence that you find clarity, where you can hear your own thoughts without the influence of external voices trying to sway you. Silence is a deliberate act of self-control. When emotions run high and tempers flare, the easiest thing to do is to react, to lash out with words, defend yourself, or try to prove your point. But true power comes from restraint. It takes immense strength to resist the urge to react impulsively, to hold your peace and let time, wisdom, and perspective shape your response. This kind of silence is not the result of fear, but of confidence, as I am secure enough in who I am that I don't need to explain, justify, or defend myself to anyone. Silence also disrupts patterns. People expect a reaction. When you remain silent, it unsettles them because it breaks the cycle of confrontation. It forces others to look inward, to confront their own actions and words without the distraction of your response. In this way, silence becomes a mirror, reflecting back the truth to those who may not want to see it. It becomes a tool for transformation, not just for yourself, but for those around you. In the moments of silence, you reclaim control. When you stay silent, you refuse to give away your power to others. You choose not to let their words, actions, or opinions dictate your emotions or decisions. You maintain the upper hand by deciding when, how, and even if you will respond. This is the essence of strength, the ability to remain unshaken, to move with purpose, and to act only when the time is right. Silence also gives you the space to observe and listen. When you're not busy talking, you're better positioned to understand what's happening around you. You can see the motives behind people's actions, discern the truth in their words, and identify opportunities or threats that may otherwise have gone unnoticed. Silence sharpens your focus and heightens your awareness, allowing you to make decisions from a place of insight rather than impulse. In relationships, silence can be a profound statement. There are times when words fail to convey what you feel, or when speaking only fuels the flames of misunderstanding. Silence can be a way of saying, I value my peace more than winning this argument. It can also serve as a boundary, a way of protecting yourself from toxic dynamics or manipulative behaviors. Choosing silence in such situations is not about surrender, it's about self-preservation and self-respect. Many of the greatest leaders, thinkers, and innovators throughout history understood the power of silence. They knew that moments of stillness were essential for creativity, problem solving, and strategic planning. It was in the silence that they found the strength to face challenges, the clarity to envision new possibilities, and the wisdom to make impactful decisions. Silence is not the absence of power, it is power under control. It is the quiet confidence of someone who doesn't need to prove their worth because they already know it. It is the strength of someone who can walk away from unnecessary conflict because they are focused on a higher purpose. Silence doesn't mean you're ignoring the issues around you. It means you're choosing to address them in a way that aligns with your values and priorities. So the next time you feel the need to speak up in the face of criticism, attack, or chaos, pause and consider the power of silence. Let your silence speak louder than words. Let it show your strength, your resilience, and your unwavering commitment to your own peace and purpose. Because true strength doesn't shout, it simply stands firm. Not everyone can go where you're going, Life is a journey, and every journey has its unique path, pace, and destination. Along the way, we form relationships, connections, and attachments. Some are meant to last a lifetime, while others are seasonal, temporary, and sometimes even transactional. One of the hardest truths to accept is that not everyone who starts the journey with you is destined to finish it alongside you. Growth requires separation, and understanding this is essential for embracing your true potential. When you begin to evolve, your mindset shifts. You start to see the world differently, and your priorities change. This process of growth is personal and deeply transformative. However, not everyone in your life will understand or support this transformation. Some people will resist it, not because they don't care for you, but because they are more comfortable with the version of you they've always known. Change can be intimidating, especially when it challenges the status quo of relationships. Growth often demands that you step into new environments and let go of old ones. It requires you to leave behind habits, patterns, and even people who no longer align with where you're headed. This doesn't mean that those people are bad or wrong. It simply means that their role in your story has come to an end. They were there for a specific chapter, and now it's time to turn the page. One of the most challenging aspects of this principle is realizing that some of the people closest to you, friends, family, or even longtime mentors, might not be equipped to support your journey. They may not share your vision, understand your struggles, or value your aspirations. This can lead to tension, misunderstanding, and even the painful decision to create distance. But this isn't about judgment or rejection. It's about recognizing the importance of aligning yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and propel you toward your goals. It's crucial to understand that your journey is yours alone. No one else can walk your path, carry your burdens, or fulfill your destiny. And while you may wish for others to join you on this journey, not everyone has the capacity, desire, or calling to do so. Some people are comfortable staying where they are. They may not have the courage to dream as big as you do, or the resilience to push through the challenges you're willing to face. As you ascend to new levels, you'll find that the air becomes thinner. The higher you climb, the fewer people will be able to go with you. This is not a reflection of their worth, but of the unique demands of your journey. Growth requires focus, sacrifice, and sometimes isolation. It's not about abandoning others, but about choosing yourself and your purpose over the comfort of familiarity. Letting go can be painful, but it's also liberating. It frees you to pursue your goals without the weight of expectations, doubt, or negativity holding you back. It allows you to surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you to grow, and who celebrate your victories as if they were their own. These are the relationships that will sustain you through the trials and triumphs of your journey. Understand that letting go doesn't mean cutting people out of your life with bitterness or resentment. It means releasing them with love and gratitude for the role they played. It means recognizing that their chapter in your story was meaningful, even if it's now time to move on. This perspective allows you to part ways with grace, maintaining respect for both yourself and the other person. Not everyone can go where you're going because the path you're on requires a level of commitment, discipline, and vision that not everyone possesses. Your goals may demand sacrifices that others are unwilling to make. Your dreams may require you to leave behind comforts, relationships, or environments that no longer serve you. This is not a failure or a loss. It's a necessary step toward becoming the person you were meant to be. Embrace the process of separation as a natural part of growth. Trust that the people meant to be in your life will align with your journey at the right time and in the right way. And for those who cannot join you, wish them well and continue forward with confidence, because where you're going is too important to let anything or anyone hold you back. Remember, this is your journey. Not everyone will understand it, and that's okay. Not everyone will support it, and that's okay too. What matters is that you stay true to yourself and your purpose. Because when you reach your destination, you'll look back and realize that every step, every decision, and every relationship served its purpose in shaping you into who you were always meant to be. Protect your energy at all costs. In a world that constantly demands our attention, our time, and our resources, it's easy to forget how valuable our energy truly is. Energy is the fuel that drives us through life. It's what powers our actions, our decisions, our emotions, and our growth. But energy, like anything precious, is limited. You can't pour from an empty cup. And you can't pour from an empty cup. And you can't give what you don't have. This is why protecting your energy is one of the most crucial steps you can take in achieving personal success, fulfillment, and peace. This is vision. When you allow toxic people or negative situations into your life, you're essentially handing over pieces of your most valuable resource, your energy. Toxicity can come in many forms. People who criticize you, belittle your dreams, or drain your enthusiasm. It could be environments that foster negativity, gossip, or fear. It could even be habits or mindsets that cause you to second guess yourself or doubt your abilities. Every time you engage with these energy draining forces, you're giving away power that could be used to fuel your dreams, focus on your growth, or nurture your well-being. To protect your energy means setting boundaries, clear, firm, and healthy boundaries. These boundaries act as a shield, guarding your energy from being siphoned away by others. You don't have to say yes to everything. You don't have to attend every event, answer every call, or engage in every conversation. It's okay to say no when something doesn't align with your goals or values. It's okay to distance yourself from people who take more from you than they give, or who fail to support you in ways that honor your worth. Boundaries are not walls. They are ways of teaching others how to respect your time and your energy. When you protect your energy, you also prioritize your peace. Peace is the foundation upon which everything else in your life is built. Without peace, there can be no true clarity, no joy, and no progress. Constant chaos, drama, and conflict are draining. They wear you down physically, emotionally, and mentally. By protecting your energy, you create a sanctuary where peace can thrive. This sanctuary allows you to focus on what matters, to reflect on your aspirations, and to recharge when you need to. Protecting your energy also means being intentional about the people you surround yourself with. Energy is contagious. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if those people are negative, critical, or unsupportive, their energy will inevitably impact yours. Surround yourself with individuals who lift you up, challenge you to be better, and inspire you to keep moving forward. These are the people who will help you preserve your energy, not drain it. It's equally important to protect your energy from your own negative thoughts. We are often our own worst critics, and sometimes we can be the ones who deplete our energy the most. Self-doubt, fear, and insecurity can eat away at our confidence, cloud our judgment, and drain our motivation. To protect your energy, you must become your own greatest advocate. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations, positive reinforcement, and self-compassion. Remind yourself of your worth, your capabilities, and the strength that lies within you. Protecting your energy also means knowing when to step back and rest. Rest is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Just as our physical bodies need rest to recover and rejuvenate, so do our minds and spirits. Overworking yourself, whether mentally, emotionally, or physically, leads to burnout and depletion. If you don't make time for rest and recovery, you'll eventually reach a point where you have nothing left to give. Prioritize self-care, get enough sleep, take breaks when needed, and allow yourself moments of quiet reflection. When you rest, you restore your energy, making it possible to give more of yourself when it matters most. At the core of protecting your energy is the realization that you are in control of how and where you direct it. You can't control other people's actions, opinions, or behaviors, but you can control how you respond. You can choose to engage with people and situations that contribute positively to your life and walk away from those that don't. This gives you the freedom to be intentional about the energy you invest and the energy you conserve. Ultimately, protecting your energy isn't about being selfish or isolated. It's about being wise, self-awareness, and purposeful in how you navigate the world. It's about recognizing that your energy is sacred and that it deserves to be preserved for the things that truly matter. Your personal growth, your well-being, your passions, and the relationships that nourish and support you. When you protect your energy, you protect your future. You give yourself the strength, the clarity, and the focus needed to reach your fullest potential. You keep yourself aligned with your purpose, and you ensure that you're giving the best of yourself to the people and projects that truly deserve it. So don't be afraid to guard your energy. Guard it fiercely, because your energy is the fuel that will carry you to the life you've always dreamed of. Separation creates elevation. In life, there comes a point when growth becomes inevitable. To ascend to the next level of success, peace, and personal development, you must learn to let go of certain things and certain people. Separation is not just about physical distance. It's about creating space for new opportunities, new relationships, and new chapters in your life. It's about breaking free from what no longer serves you, so that you can rise to the next level of your potential. This elevation is not just about external success. It's about internal transformation. When you begin to separate yourself from the things, environments, and even relationships that are no longer aligned with your goals and values, you are making room for new growth. The idea is simple. You cannot grow in the same space that has already shaped you. To elevate, you must first separate yourself from the familiar in order to experience the unfamiliar. In the same way that a seed must break free from the soil to grow into a tree, you must break free from the constraints of your current circumstances to reach your full potential. You are now using the power you bring within you. Are you ready to use it? One of the hardest aspects of separation is the emotional attachment to what you're leaving behind. Whether it's a job that once fulfilled you, a friend who no longer shares your vision, or a habit that you've clung to for years, there's a sense of loss that comes with letting go. But this sense of loss is not an ending, it's a transition. And while the process of separating can be uncomfortable and painful, it's also necessary. You must be willing to release what no longer contributes to your growth in order to open the door to new possibilities. Separation can be as simple as choosing to say no to distractions. Every day there are opportunities to choose what you focus on, whether it's a person, an activity, or a habit. In the process of separation, you begin to realize that not everything deserves your attention. Sometimes you need to walk away from things that waste your time or drain your energy, even if they once held significant value. It might be cutting ties with negative influences, stepping away from toxic environments, or eliminating habits that keep you stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. In doing so, you elevate yourself to a place where you can focus on your purpose, your vision, and your goals. Elevating yourself requires a shift in your mindset. It's not just about where you are physically or externally, but about how you think. To elevate, you must learn to see beyond your current situation. You must have the vision to see where you're going, even when others cannot. This is why separation is often necessary. It gives you the space to think clearly, to reflect on where you've been, and to plan where you're going. It forces you to confront your fears, doubts, and insecurities so that you can rise above them. As you separate from old habits, old ways of thinking, and even old people who are not aligned with your new direction, you will often encounter resistance. People who were once a part of your life may not understand your decision to move forward without them. They might feel hurt, rejected, or confused by your decision. But understand that this resistance is part of the process of elevation. People who cannot rise with you may not have the capacity to understand your journey. That's okay. You don't need their approval to move forward. Separation also creates elevation by challenging you to step outside of your comfort zone. It's easy to stay where things are familiar, where you're known, and where things feel safe. But growth happens when you push yourself beyond the familiar and into the unknown. Separation forces you to stretch, to take risks, and to trust yourself in ways that you may never have before. As you rise to new heights, you'll discover strengths and abilities within you that you never knew existed. When you let go of what holds you back, you create room for what propels you forward. This could mean embracing new relationships that challenge and inspire you, stepping into new opportunities that push you to grow, or simply learning to trust your own intuition and abilities. Elevation comes when you're no longer held captive by fear, doubt, or comfort. You must be willing to release what is holding you down in order to soar to the heights you're meant to reach. At its core, the idea of separation creating elevation is about understanding that you are worthy of more. You are worthy of greater peace, greater success, and greater fulfillment. But in order to experience these things, you must first separate from what is limiting you. Whether it's a belief system that keeps you stuck, a relationship that keeps you in the past, or a situation that prevents you from reaching your full potential. Separating from these things will elevate you to a higher place. Separation also helps you rediscover your own identity. When you are constantly surrounded by others, their opinions, their expectations, and their influence can overshadow your own voice. Separation creates the space for you to reconnect with who you truly are, to listen to your own heart, and to reclaim your dreams and desires. In this space, you can remember what you're truly capable of and what you were meant to achieve. So understand that separation isn't a punishment or a loss. It's a catalyst for growth. It's a necessary part of your journey toward greater things. As you separate from the old, you will elevate to the new. As you let go of what's holding you down, you will rise to the heights you were always meant to reach. Embrace the process of separation, for it is the very thing that will take you to places you've never imagined. Your elevation begins the moment you're willing to let go and step into what's next.